I have been doing the Stitch Along with Christine from Create and Craft with Christine out of this book, but I found an A that is not in there. It is, whoop, I'll put my stuff down, in this book, and so I'm going to do this arrow stitch today, I hope, on this piece of fabric. And I left my leftover string on there, so get me a needle, put on my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. I miss being able to see without glasses. What a joyous time that was in my life. Kids, don't take it for granted. Make myself a little knot. Okay, it's intermediate level, so we'll see how that goes because I'm still a beginner. Textured filling in a single row as a border. Angled variation of sheaf filling worked in rows. Single canvas, any thread. This is not canvas, but it's got kind of that pattern. Work upright stitches over 4 threads. Starting at the top left corner, work 3 upright stitches from 5A to 1A. Okay, I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to cover up this white band. I'm going to start next to this kind of chunky white band. Okay, so that's 5A. And this is 1A. And then we do another one right next to that. And I'm wondering if my thread is fat enough. It's going to have to be, I guess. If it's not, we'll get something different and do some more. And 1B, 5B to 1B. Oops, I already went smaller. My goodness. 5C to 1C. Bring the needle out at 3D, which would be kind of right here in the middle. I say it's the middle. And slide it under the 3 stitches from right to left. Take the needle back down at 3D and slide it under, oh wait, where am I at? Take the needle back down at 3D and bring it out at 5C. So down here, they show it going across, but I'm going to stab for the moment. And then I'm going to come back out at 5C, which is a stitch I already did. Maybe without stabbing my thread, maybe not. Ready to make the next upright stitch. Repeat steps 1 and 2 to continue working in rows directly below the first. I see. If I come out there, how do I do my next row below that one? These are really small stitches. They're so cute. Well, I already messed that up, didn't I? My goodness, what is going on back here? Alright, I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to get something fatter to work with. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got this the other day at Michael's. It was on clearance. I was quite excited. I'm going to try this because it is significantly fatter than the regular floss I was just using a minute ago. And I got my fatter needle here. I'm so confused on the directions because they want you to come out at 5C. I feel like 5A would be a better place to come out if I'm going to make the next upright stitch under. That doesn't say that. Ready to make the next upright stitch. Repeat steps. Oh, where I got under. Next upright stitch. 1 and 2 to continue to work the following. Oh, directly below the first. It is under. So I feel like 5A would put me under. I'm not sure how 5C puts me under unless I go back. I could go back, I guess. I'm gonna have to think about that. Okay, starting over. We're gonna start kind of where I started before. And come out at 5A. And go down at 1A. Let's see if I can avoid making that big old fat loop mess thing I did in the back last time. 5B and 1B and 5C and 1C. Woo! I hooked up. Let go. Thank you. And then you come out right here and go under and pull it off of your needle because why not? Put it back on the needle. This needle is a little obnoxious, but it fits good to this. And then you go back down where I just came out so that I can not see my stitches at all because they're so tiny. Oh my lord. They're not wide enough. Let's try one more time. See if I can, if this will undo. The last one wouldn't undo, I had to cut it off the back. Kind of like frogging. I've mentioned that before in knit or crochet. Frogging my work. Which way is this? This one goes this way. Maybe from the back. Oh, I went through a stitch. That's why it's not pulling for me. There we go. My needle kind of looks like the one in the picture, though. I guess maybe it's not that obnoxious. Two more. You can hear the neighbor's dogs. I have dogs on both sides. There's 7 on one side and 3 or 4 on the other. I don't even know. It's crazy, the number of dogs in my neighborhood. And they bark 24/7. The saving grace is that I have a 7 or 12-foot fence and I can't. Half the time I can't hear it. Right now my window's open, so I hear it. But because the weather is beautiful today. It's actually kind of on the warm side, but one more. Okay. Number 3. This time I think I'll go over the dark blue band as well as the white blue band. I don't know where that'll leave me as far as being able to do another round underneath like they show. Not really going to be able to do another round underneath like they show if I do that. Maybe I should go straight up. Like down the side right here. Instead of, let's see. Get myself a pin and a ruler. Not really a ruler, but it'll work. Mark out a section. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see that. Can I see that? Kind of. Let's see. Basically 2 inches. If I do each one a half an inch, each block a half an inch. Doesn't want to draw. I'm not surprised. One more. Let me get rid of that pin because it's not being helpful. Okay, let's try that. It says underneath, so this time I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to make this my 5A. My 1A. I don't have a video to watch for this one because this one was not part of Christine's book. So I only have what the book says and do my best to figure it out. I'm again a little confused why you would come out in the same place as the stitch unless you are going to work backwards for the next row. Just a possibility, I guess. Really kind of the only way it's going to work if I come out there. One more. I keep pulling that too tight. I missed a little bit right there. The needle is very pokey. Oh wait, I need to come out here first and then go under these 3 and back down where I just came out. And then pull them together like that. And then it says I'm supposed to come out right here, so I'm going to come out right there, but I'm going to go down and kind of stop following the directions at this point. Sort of follow the directions, but I'm going to go backwards because coming out there I don't see how else I can do what they want. I'm just going to work backwards. It does say intermediate. My fault as a beginner to try and do something that says intermediate. I guess. Oh, I think that's too far away. Let's get that over a little bit. Maybe I should stay in my lane and come back to it when I have more experience. Or stretch myself and try harder. This time, oh, that's terrible. I don't like that one. Pull that one out. I don't like that one at all. I was way too far off. Let's see where the canvas would be helpful in this situation. Oh, I covered up my knot. That's okay, I guess. I'm gonna hold it down. Oh, magnetic needles. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit higher on that one because it didn't really fill in. Not much better. Pretend like it's better. Okay. Out. I'll be back. Okay. I came out. I go under. I go back down in the same spot. And I give it a little tug. Mine did not really look like theirs. Theirs are more orderly because of the canvas, I would guess, and mine are all over the place because my fabric is not as stiff as their canvas, or orderly, I guess. I've made enough of these now that I should be able to thread a needle, but no. Okay, I'm going to finish this row. I have one more little row here to do, and then I think I'll probably go across the bottom of the side to get this look, or maybe I'll go back up and then go across the top. I'm not sure. And then I will be back to show you my progress. No need for you to watch me be frustrated. One more stitch. Well, I finished the first section, and it kind of looks like the example. Maybe it would have been better on canvas. I'm going to do this other corner with this yarn, and I'm going to put these beads, oh, they might be too big, on, although they kind of, this yarn is heftier. I'm going to use it with a beading needle and see if I can't make that work for me. I don't know. I might be way too ambitious at this point to see if I can do that. Let's start by seeing if I can get this to go through a bead at all with the yarn. That might be the first true test. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Well, maybe I'll skip the beads, although I think that would be cute on there, and just try it with this yarn, which means I don't need this beading needle anymore. I'm going to try it with this bigger, fatter. This is actual yarn from my yarn stash. And we'll see how that goes. Maybe it's got like, look at this, 3 plies, 4 plies, possibly. Maybe it's 3 ply. It looks like 3 ply. Significantly fatter than the one that I was using. Tie a knot in there. Draw me a couple of lines so I can be sort of pretend consistent, because I'm not very consistent at all. Oh, I only did 3 sections. I should have done another one. I might go back and add another section over there to be more consistent. That's funny. I didn't see my other line down there. So here's line number 1. That does make me laugh. And here's going to be my edge. This is a friction pin. And here will be number 2, 3, 4, and 4. I think it's funny that I didn't do that last one. I will go back and do that one though, because I think that would look better. Or maybe I could just do 3 from this side and make it a questions. I don't know. I'm gonna start here, and then I'm gonna decide what I want to do. Oh, this yarn is really thick. I don't know if I can get through there. My fabric in the back doesn't want it to go through. There we go. Oh, this might be a challenge in itself. just getting it through the fabric. Not so tight, buddy. Keep folding that over. Oh, I actually went through it that time. I don't know what happened there. There we go. I made a knot. One more. One more. Okay. Up. Under. And down. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to keep going. I'll be back. We'll see how it works out for me. Okay, I have one more set to do to make it even with the other side. I see I missed right there. I'm not going back to fix it. It just makes me laugh. I did learn something in this process about sliding under other stitches. I kind of figured it out on my own. I am not in love with this stitch, but I'm not going to judge it based on me picking the wrong fabric or the wrong materials. Really feel like that's my fault, not the stitch's fault. I might have to try it again someday with actual canvas. So what I learned is that rather than trying to stab the pointy part under, if you take the back, I'm sure everybody who's seasoned already knows this, and I'm just late to the party. It slides right through and doesn't grab anything. So that's my last stitch. I don't know. It's okay. This, I don't know. I was going to say this came out better than that, but I don't know that it did. It's kind of the same. I'm not going to do any more on there. There's the arrow stitch. It's alright. Again, it's probably me and my materials. I do think that the fatter yarn filled in better, but one more stitch in my repertoire. Yay! So I was editing my video for my arrow stitch, and I just kept thinking how terrible it looked, and because it's on regular fabric, and that I wonder how it would look if it were actually on a counted cross stitch Ada kind of thing. So here is my arrow stitch, my other stitches that I've done that I did earlier on regular fabric. And I am going to try again before I finish editing my video on this piece of counted fabric, and if it works, I'm just going to sew it, or whether it works or not, probably just sew it onto that. I need to go this way onto this. So there's 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to run my tail over in a minute. And there is 2. I should have cut that off, but I did not. 2. Oh, I didn't run it over. I lied. I said I was going to run it over, and then I completely did not. Let me just fix that. Like that. There we go. That was 2. This will be 3. So you do 3 uprights. Let me make sure I have that without making a mess. And down. And up at the middle in the next hole over, which is D. Under. And back down through the same hole. Oh, I was worried about that. I stabbed it. Let me get my tail out of the way. Like that. And give it a little tug. Already better. Now, they said C, but I'm still going with it should be D because I don't think you put a stitch on top of a stitch. That's just my opinion. I think that's a typo, to be honest. Unless I were going down, in which case it would not be, but I would be going down. But I'm going to do a couple across and then come back across the top instead of the other way. Tell you one thing already, this is much faster having the predetermined holes. You can hear my cat out there sneezing. It's allergy season, I guess, for everybody. 1, 2, 3. And down. Ow! Shouldn't stab yourself. Okay, well that already looks better. I'm going to do a few more stitches. I'm going to come back, and then I will be back. Okay. I am going to call this stitch a success versus these two. Because, oh my gosh, the fabric made such a huge difference. I don't know. My camera doesn't look like it's focused. Maybe it is. So I'm going to cut this off and I put it right there somehow. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm just going to, right here. With the smallest possible scissors because I don't feel like looking for other scissors right now. So I'm going to probably make that smaller like this, maybe, or trim that off some more and literally just attach it right on there. Maybe I'll sew it to the back and flip it over. I don't know. It's going to be on there. I'm so much more happy now that I remembered that I had some of this fabric upstairs and was able to try it on the proper fabric. Maybe I could someday do it on any old random fabric without it being completely obvious, but probably not. I don't know. That's just such a better stitch. I'm gonna go finish editing my video now. I feel better.